Come here.
Which one of us?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best movie kisses that almost didn't exist, either because of script changes or actor improvisation.
I don't recommend kissing that way, and especially in the pouring rain when you're freezing at like 5 a.m.
Some minor spoilers to come. Number 10, Ronnie and Will, The Last Song. This one kiss may have helped to spark a real-life affair between Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth that even led to an engagement and marriage. But did you know that this kiss was completely unscripted? When 17-year-old Ronnie meets Will, sparks fly, but Will's dating history proves to be an issue.
I think that's why it would just be better if we just end it.
End it? End what? Ronnie, yes. Okay, I went out with other girls before I met you. But that's the point. It was before I met you. How can you be mad about that?
During their argument, Will spontaneously kisses Ronnie as proof of his love. As it turns out, this kissing scene was the first one Cyrus and Hemsworth filmed together.
How was the big kissing thing on screen?
Great the first day. We shot that thing 4 days in a row because Julianne was like, there's this lighting trick we have to do when the sun is like right here.
To test their chemistry, director Julianne Robinson yelled at them to kiss halfway through. The real-life spontaneity only makes their deep, passionate kiss even better.
Her mum was watching, her grandma was also watching, which was really funny. She was on set every day and she'd be right at the monitor with the headphones on. She'd be watching the monitor like this, and as soon as they called cut, I'd look over and she'd be like, hey.
Number 9, Haymitch and Effie, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. Fans of The Hunger Games knew that this unlikely pair didn't exactly have romance written in the stars for them, but their actors felt otherwise.
I have a crush on Elizabeth Banks, I'm not gonna lie. I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she's a marvelous actress, and I just love her as a person. She's as fun as can be.
Haymitch Abernathy and Effie Trinket are at odds for a majority of the series, with their opposing personalities often causing them to clash. And in the books, these characters never had any sparks between them. But while filming this emotional scene, Woody Harrelson and Elizabeth Banks went rogue and improvised a sweet goodbye kiss.
She didn't know I was even gonna do it, and I just kissed her. And then she's such a pro, you know, so when we did it, it wasn't like just a light thing where we thought it was nothing.
Luckily for audiences who grew to love the two's on-screen chemistry, the kiss was kept in the final cut of the film. Now we're waiting for their epilogue series.
And hopefully, you know, once we do the sequel to this that no one's expecting, including the author, you know, there's something I'll pick up with these two.
Number 8, Lucy and George, A Room with a View. E.M. Forster's classic novel gets a classic adaptation, with Helena Bonham Carter and Julian Sands in the lead roles.
How quickly these accidents do happen. And then one returns to the old life.
I don't. I mean, something's happened to me. And to you.
This beloved romance follows Lucy Honeychurch's connection with George Emerson while on holiday in Italy. The scene where George sees Lucy in a field and kisses her has proved to be an iconic one. It was also completely improvised. Director James Ivory suggested a kiss at the very last minute to the surprised actors.
You know, the kiss that ended up being everyone loved, that was totally improvised right at the last minute. They were desperately always trying to find cornflowers, but there were only things that we had poppies. And then because of the sunset, we'd been waiting for days, I think, if I remember, to try and get this kiss. It had to be on the magic moment, whatever that it means.
Carter found it particularly difficult to even walk through the fields. Fortunately, it came out splendidly, and A Room with a View became an acclaimed British classic.
It was like, okay, you're on, let's just do the kiss. Julian, you stand there. Helena, just walk. It's very hard to walk across a ploughed field in high heels, and oh God, it was hard work. I just knew I had to get to him without falling down. And then not laugh.
Number 7, Claire and Owen, Jurassic World.
The exhibit opens to the public in 3 weeks. Mr. Mizrani wanted me to consult with you.
You want to consult here or in my bungalow?
It's not funny.
You wouldn't think that a sci-fi action film would have any kisses or even much romance at all. And you'd be right. In the original script, Owen and Claire, played by Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard respectively, did not kiss at all.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I'm ready to go.
Okay. Let's get one thing straight. I'm in charge out here. You do everything I say exactly as I say it.
Excuse me?
Just relax.
Both Pratt and Howard initially performed the chaotic scene of the dinosaur attacks as written, but on the last day of shooting, director Colin Trevorrow suggested that Pratt kiss Howard as a surprise. The results were stunning, a naturally spontaneous moment, and this shot was kept in the final cut. Thank goodness.
What's that?
We work together.
Number 6, William and Rita, Edge of Tomorrow. Now, this kiss was something different. According to scriptwriter Christopher McQuarrie, this sci-fi action film was always going to have a kiss between Tom Cruise's William Cage and Emily Blunt's Rita Vrataski.
You see how they become friends and how he really starts to care about her, and she's basically all he wants to save.
But fitting in the kiss naturally proved very difficult, especially amid the chaos of the action and the time loop drama. The filmmakers had finally given up on it when they shot the attack scene at the end of the film.
You're a good man, Cage. I wish I had the chance to know you better.
During the characters' parting words, Emily Blunt finally went for it. This passionate kiss turned out spectacularly, all thanks to Blunt's initiative.
I think if we look at each other and then we go, hope to see you tomorrow.
Number 5, Rey and Kylo Ren, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Reylo shippers rejoice. Granted, the mysterious connection between talented orphan Rey and Kylo Ren turned Ben has been one of the most controversial of the whole series. In this scene, Ben uses the Force to bring Rey back from the dead. In the aftermath, the two unexpectedly kiss platonically. Actor Daisy Ridley affirms she played the kiss as a farewell. Director J.J. Abrams claimed it was mere brother-sister affection, and the film's novelization contextualized it as one of gratitude.
My feeling in that moment was it was a goodbye.
Yeah.
So that felt earned. Because, I mean, you could call a kiss 1,000 things, but I felt like it was a goodbye. And that whole scene felt so emotional.
Whatever it was, we could have had no kiss at all with Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly's original version of the film.
And JJ was like, you good? Literally immediately started like crying my eyes out because it really felt like goodbye.
Number 4, three-way kiss, Challengers. This kiss turned out to be one of the best parts of this film, which looks at a three-way relationship.
Yeah, no, you're right. That is a very cute story.
Thanks.
We're out of beer.
The movie follows the relationships of a tennis coach, played by Zendaya, with her husband and her ex-boyfriend. This love triangle turns into a love circle with the inclusion of a kiss, with all three participating.
We were talking the other day about how like people see our side, but they don't realize that the other side is like a crew of people.
Yeah.
Like we're not alone in that room.
It's like 100 people
there's a
watching
camera like coming in like.
It's great, it's wild, and it's not originally in the script. Director Luca Guadagnino discussed the possibility of a true love triangle with scriptwriter Justin Kuritzkis, which prompted changes into the script. It turned out beautifully, so all's well that ends well.
If you are good at this, you will be a fool. And you want to put yourself into being a fool, right? So like, but in order to do that, you have to feel comfortable enough to allow yourself to be in that ridiculous position.
Number 3, Rosalind and Sydney, American Hustle. A kiss between the wife of a con artist husband and his mistress, we're sold already. In this scene, Jennifer Lawrence's Rosalind jealously confronts Amy Adams' Sydney in a bathroom. At the end, she kisses her in warning and walks away with a cruel laugh. It's an inspired choice that makes this confrontation scene unique and memorable. And as you may have guessed it was not at all written in the script.
We'd call cut and we both start laughing because we would just make such a scene. We're both playing these women, like these kind of women are just so fun to play. And then we kissed.
which is also
How
fun.
was that?
Yeah, that was great.
Funnily enough, it was Adams herself who came up with the idea, while Lawrence executed it with cannily brilliant actor panache. It came out beautifully regardless.
Yeah, well, we talked about that. So
No,
it was.
you and Jennifer.
Yeah, no. I know.
Did you know where I was going?
I did. I don't suppose when you're talking about the kiss, they're talking about any of the other kisses.
Any of the other kisses.
With the boys.
Yeah,
They really
you know.
want to know about that kiss.
She brought it up.
She,
So I
she does a great job at it.
Number 2, Upside Down Kiss, Spider-Man. This is arguably one of the most iconic movie kisses in recent years.
You have a knack for getting in trouble.
You have a knack for saving my life. I think I have a superhero stalker.
When Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man saves Mary Jane from thugs in an alleyway, she gives him an indelible kiss in the rain for his act of valor. Unfortunately, this kiss almost didn't happen because it was that difficult to pull off. It turns out that removing someone's mask and kissing them in the freezing rain is not the easiest thing to do.
He really wanted to make it special, even though it was kind of miserable actually doing it. It was pouring rain, freezing, Toby couldn't breathe, so it was almost like I was resuscitating him.
Also, Tobey Maguire was almost suffocating while rain seeped into his nostrils, so it was nigh torture. Fortunately, they were able to get through the scene in one piece, which came out fantastically.
Rain was pouring up my nose, and then she was kissing me, and I couldn't breathe out of my mouth, and I had to hold my breath while I was kissing her.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Bob and Charlotte, Lost in Translation. Even decades later, this tender farewell scene still prompts discourse.
Aren't you gonna wish me and have a good fright or something?
Yeah, right. Okay. Bye.
We have known that Bill Murray's mysterious whisper in Scarlett Johansson's ear was improvised in this Sofia Coppola film. Coppola said that Murray would often improvise on set, so much so that not even Coppola knew what Murray had whispered. But as it turns out, the kiss itself was also improvised.
Can you confirm or deny that's what he says?
Oh my God, that sounds pretty profound. I'm probably way more profound than what was actually said.
Although it's brief, the scene is beautifully shot, and Murray and Johansson's chemistry is evident. It's a tender moment as ambiguous as the whisper, and is considered one of the greatest movie endings for a reason. Which other great movie kiss do you know could have easily been cut out in the editing room? Let us know in the comments below.
Still, it was nice kissing her. I managed to sneak some pleasure out of it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.